Obviously, we're extremely excited. It was a fabulous weekend. I couldn't be more proud of this team and more happy for our senior class. Again, and you've heard me say it a lot the last week especially, but you're talking about 4 fifth-year seniors who have really anchored this team. So to be able to go on the road and win it outright was something extremely special. Those same 4 seniors also were sophomores when we had a chance to win it in the last home game, to win a share of it, only to end up coming up short. So to be able to go on the road and win this was extremely special. And it was a dogfight. It was a great game on Thursday. We knew Southern was going to be a dogfight. They are extremely well coached. They're very good. They have several kids that will make all conference. There's no ifs and buts about it. And it was a tight game. We was able to lead at half on a 3 by Madison Weekly to put us up as time was expiring. And then it kind of went back and forth, and we kind of stretched the lead a little bit, and they made a run. And Amber Sorensen was fantastic, going 7 for 9 from the 3 for a career-high 28 points. And then Madison Weekly had 21, and Jen Keitel had a double-double. So again, a tremendous team effort. We defended extremely well, and we found a way to come away with an important win to at least get us a share. And you know, in going into that Evansville game, you kind of have mixed emotions because you put so much into that Southern game, but you know you still have one more, and anything's possible. And it was a little bit of a different game because it was a 1 o'clock start, and we're extremely routine. And we really kind of had a debate as a coaching staff. Do we take the shoot around, 7:30 to 8:30 shoot around, or do we let them sleep in? What do we do? And we decided not to take the shoot around, and we shot like it. We did not shoot the basketball extremely well, but fortunately for us, we defend extremely well. We defended well until our offense was able to get going and found a way to win that game as well, to clinch it outright. So again, I couldn't be more happy for this team, our staff, and the work that everyone has put in, but especially for this senior class. To be able to send them out with the regular season championship means more than I can possibly put into words. So we're excited about going into the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. We're excited about the new site, it just being 2 hours away. Hopefully we get a lot of fans, and we're excited about being the 1 seed. We will continue to celebrate the regular season until tomorrow when we get back to practice and begin what we call the 3rd part of our season, and that's getting ourselves prepared to compete in the conference tournament. We will play the winner of the Wichita-Bradley game. That will be a great game. Both teams are extremely athletic. They are very similar in terms of how they defend, pressure, and get out and try to score in transition. So we'll concentrate on ourselves tomorrow, and then we'll start to focus on both teams from Wednesday on. But we're excited, and thank you for your support. Are there any questions?
This might be a refresh from December when you were down there, but how beneficial is it for both you as well as Illinois State to a level, having already played at the iWireless Center, been in Moline, and being able to adjust to it this week?
Well, I think it's extremely beneficial because we're somewhat familiar with the surroundings. We've been in the gym, we've been on the floor, so we're somewhat familiar, and I do think that plays a huge benefit in terms of what to expect. Coach Nelson has already checked out the eating places, so we're fine there. So we're looking forward to going back down, but there's no question that game in December will benefit us.
What adjustments could there be for preparation this week, if any, where you don't know exactly who your first opponent is as opposed to the last few seasons where you did?
Well, again, we'll focus on ourselves early on, and then obviously we'll concentrate on Wichita, and we'll concentrate on Bradley. Like I said, fortunately for us, they are similar in terms of how they defend. They both like to get out and pressure. They both like to try to push in transition. Wichita's a little bit more half-court oriented, but again, they do have a lot of similarities. Are there any other
What kind of growth do you feel like your team has shown this season from the non-conference? It's a little rough into the conference season. What have you seen out of the girls this year?
Well, we really matured, and it started in the non-conference. You know, we played the 16th toughest non-conference schedule in the country, and we did that for a reason. There were some games that we felt we could have won and should have won. South Dakota State, which is a very, very tough place to play. We lost that in double overtime. We led 25th rated Cedar Hall for a majority of that game. So we really felt that we played some pretty good basketball in the non-conference. There was just some things that we needed to get cleaned up on the offensive end. I thought we were able to do that. And then, you know, we haven't talked about, we lost our best contributor coming off the bench in Ellie Herzberg, so we had to overcome that adversity. But this team has come a long ways, and it starts with our seniors, their heart, their hard work, their leadership. And then offensively, when you look at what we've been able to do in conference play, we've had a lot better balance than we had in the non-conference, and I think that is what has allowed this team to really be successful.
With all that growth, then what does that do for your expectations in Moline this week?
Well, our expectations are always the same, and that's to compete and hopefully one game at a time, and we find ourselves playing on Sunday, but we first have to take care of business on Friday. I mean, this is literally survive in advance, and that will be our mindset going in to Friday's game. Nothing changes there.
The goal is to go win it and get the automatic berth to the NCAA tournament. If you don't, with your resume, with what you've done, how do you stand in an at-large possibility, in your opinion?
I don't think we're in that picture. We don't have a significant win, so to speak. That South Dakota State win would have gone a long ways, as well as the Seton Hall win, had we been able to win those games. But we'll certainly be in postseason play. But again, for us, it's one day at a time. We know it's March Madness for a reason, and it's all about us being able to take care of Friday's opponent.
A little different situation for the girls. Not a lot of them have gone in with this kind of pressure, I guess. So how do you feel like they're handling that so far, or how will they handle it?
Well, if last weekend wasn't pressure, I'm not sure what pressure is, because that was pressure. But we have a very good senior class. They're great leaders. They go about their business one day at a time. That will not change. They understand what's at stake. We've been in this position before in terms of the conference tournament. We understand it's survive in advance, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that we play very good basketball on Friday in hopes that that will allow us to advance to Saturday's game. Any other questions? Congratulations to our men. What a great game.